Let's go to the 503 area code. Caller from 503. Tell us who this is and what's your question today.
Oh, hey, my name is Trevor, calling from Portland. Long story short, I was wondering what you thought about the legalization of cocoa leaf. Um, if you don't know what it is, it's the leaf that they make cocaine out of. I tried it
Coca.
for
Oh,
myself,
I
and
thought you said, I'm sorry. I thought you said cocoa leaf, like chocolate. And
Yeah.
no, the coca leaf. Okay, yeah, no, go ahead.
oh yeah, but the coca leaf is what they make cocaine out of. But
Yeah.
before it's made into cocaine, it's a pretty mundane substance, and I saw that the prime minister, I think it was Bolivia, don't quote me on that, but
Mm.
he had a not not a conference, a speech where he chewed it in the speech. So it's not like it's a destabilizing substance. But
Right.
I was just wondering what your thoughts are on it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I actually have studied this quite a bit. It's pretty interesting. So, in Colombia, for example, there have been huge efforts to just burn the coca leaf plantations of farmers. And the problem with this is that you're not really, if the idea is to solve the problem of addiction in the United States, you're not going to do it by burning the coca leaf plantations of farmers in Colombia who make like $1 or $2 per kilo of coca leaf. And the way that it happens is, you take all this coca leaf, huge quantities of it, and I think it's like a 30-to-1 ratio or something like that. You dry it out in the sun, which reduces the weight, significantly gets rid of all the water. Then you start mixing it with chemicals and you make coca base, which is already a significantly more concentrated substance. Then you take that and it's further refined and condensed into cocaine. So I think it's something like 30 kilograms of coca leaf end up being 1 kilogram of cocaine or something like that. The street value of cocaine, I don't know offhand. This is not exactly my area of expertise, but I recommend the book Narconomics if you're interested in this. I think the street value of cocaine is like $80,000 to $100,000 per kilogram in the United States or something like that. If you burn half of all coca leaf in Colombia, you might think I'm really going to impact the price and the price is going to go completely bonkers in the United States and people won't be able to afford it anymore. No, because they're only paying a couple bucks a kilogram. So once you actually get through the full refinement of it, it has almost no impact whatsoever on the street value in the United States. And it's one of the worst possible ways to go about dealing with the issue of cocaine addiction if you're trying to deal with the health issue. So, the coca leaf is legal in a lot of parts of South America. If you go to parts of Ecuador, very high elevation, they make coca leaf tea, which supposedly helps people acclimate to the high elevation. And it's not in and of itself an illegal substance in those senses, but you start to criminalize it grown in large quantities by these farmers. It's just part of the failed war on drugs in my view. So I don't know, Trevor, if you had anything like more specific than that, but my view is that criminalizing it is about as useful as the entire war on drugs has been.
I actually have a quick question.
Yeah.
Does it have any use other than making blow?
Yeah. No, well, it's a tea.
Okay.
And it's used to acclimate to high elevation. So like if you go to the capital of Ecuador, in most of the hotels, at least they used to, you could get coca leaf tea and it would help acclimate to the high elevation so you avoid elevation sickness.
But is that it?
I mean, I think
Oh,
people
I
chew the
wanted to
leaves.
add too.
Yeah, Trevor.
Oh yeah. What the uses are, and
Yeah.
I noticed that when I had a really bad sore throat one time,
Uh-huh.
I chewed some coca leaf, and my sore throat completely disappeared. I
Well,
don't
it's
know
an
how, but, like, it just never came back.
analgesic. It's a sort of numbing agent, which of
Okay.
course, so yes, it will help a sore throat. Where do you live? Where were you when you were chewing coca leaf, Trevor?
I was actually here in Oregon.
No.
I kind of want to say where I got the coca leaf from,
Fascinating.
but yeah.
All right, Aaron, Trevor, sorry. Thank you very much. Appreciate the call. Coca leaf. Lot to be learned out there.
Yeah.